Ciao a tutti and welcome to my food channel. Today we're going to do some focaccia that comes straight up from Italy. It's a high hydration dough and as you will see that it's going to be really fluffy. So here we have some all-purpose flour. You can use also some flour that contains about between 11 grams and 13 grams of protein per 100 grams. Then we have our water, which is slightly warm it feels slightly warm. Then we have 24 grams of fresh yeast. We have a small amount of olive oil, about 2 tablespoons, 8 grams of salt, some tomatoes, which are going to be used for later in the focaccia when we're going to bake it. So, in a large bowl, we're going to add our water and our yeast. The yeast, we're going to dissolve it into the water. Okay, so now that it's well combined, we're going to add our flour, salt, and half of our oil. Now, with a spatula, I'm going to combine everything together. Just combine it really well. So now we're going to put our dough into a surface in which we can knead our dough. Okay? So let's do it like this. Let's try to put as much as possible and don't forget. Okay, so now I'm going to knead my dough. I have learned a technique in Italy, which is to fold the dough like this. Then we turn it, we fold it again, we turn it, we fold it again, we turn it, we fold it again, and so on. As you see, at the moment my dough is very sticky. Don't worry, during the process it's going to be less and less sticky. And you continue. It doesn't stick anymore, it's perfectly shiny and so on. So this is how I know that my dough is done. So it doesn't stick, and I have been kneading my dough for about 10 to 15 minutes. Allora ci andiamo. We're going to put our dough in a bowl that is greased with olive oil. So the other half that we didn't put into the dough the last time, and we're going to spray a little bit so that the dough doesn't stick. And we let it rest overnight in the fridge or about 1 hour and a half outside. So now we're going to cover it with some film in my case, and in my case I'm going to let it rest in the fridge overnight. Buongiorno a tutti, ci vediamo ancora. Dunque ora abbiamo dell'olio che... Sorry, I have to speak in English. So here we have some olive oil that we're going to grease our tin with. This is the tin in which our focaccia is going to go in. So grease it really well, since focaccias need a lot of oil. It's going to absorb all the oil. Now, my dough, I have left it outside for about 30 minutes. So it has been overnight in the fridge, and now after 30 minutes outside of the fridge, it's a little bit better to work with. As you can see, it has risen pretty well, and now I'm just going to gently take it and put it on my pan. Just going to fold it a little bit, so one time like this, then like this, and like this. And now we're good to go. I'm going to transfer it into my pan and leave it to rest here for about 1 hour, covered with something. So now we have some good olive oil, olio d'oliva extravergine, straight from Italy, that we're going to put a little bit over our dough. And now we're going to spray a little bit and pickle it like this. So now we're going to spray it, as I said, a little bit like this, all over the surface. Now we're going to add, for example, some tomatoes, il buon pomodoro italiano, a little bit of rosemary to give it some taste, some more pomodoro, and some herbs. Okay, now the tomato, the last tomato, now we're going to put it in our oven at 200 degrees for about 20 minutes. Okay, so now we're done. Our focaccia is ready, it's bellissima, and now we're going to taste it. As you can see, it's really crunchy. You can see that it's crunchy, as I said, and it's also fluffy inside, as a cloud. Okay, so now I'm going to cut a small piece just for me. So, as you can see, it's really, really fluffy. It's really, really, really good, guys. You have to try this. It's really good. So I don't know if you can listen, but it's really crispy here. Outside on the outside, and on the inside it's really, really fluffy. It's like a sponge. So, guys, ci vediamo. Eat really good. Nice, really good things such as this focaccia, and I will see you next time. Ciao, arrivederci!